Hey there folks, what's up? Welcome back to Political Trends. Here's a list of the best moments from the debate. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, let's get to it. Number 7. Coronavirus Clash. Pence, Vice President to Donald Trump, unlike the man himself, focused primarily on empathy. He took a different approach at handling the debate compared to his partner. He did not interrupt Harris as much as Trump interrupted Biden and was calmer, just what the public needs. He kept giving condolences to all the people who lost their loved ones to coronavirus. Pence said that the government did a lot of work, to which Harris was quick to reply that it resulted in the death of 21,000 Americans over 8 months. They were not successful at doing much in this scenario, otherwise it would not be a problem still, according to Harris.
But I want the American people to know that from the very first day, President Donald Trump has put the health of America first. Before, there were more than 5 cases in the United States, all people who had returned from China. President Donald Trump did what no other American president had ever done, and that was he suspended all travel from China, the second largest economy in the world.
Number 6, the vaccine. Harris made it pretty clear that she was not going to take any vaccine that Trump promoted. I mean, I don't blame her, given that the president is being so shady about his health right now. If it comes before the election, she highly doubts it's reliable. She said she would take it if health professionals like Dr. Fauci promoted it, then she would be the first in line to take it. Pence asked Harris to stop making politics a part of this medical necessity that they are trying their best to produce before the end of this year.
Take it, and would you take it?
If the public health professionals, if Dr. Fauci, if the doctors tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it, absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
Number 5, foreign relations. Harris criticizes how Trump sided with dictators around the world and abandoned friends of the US. He was not loyal to allies. She continues that keeping their word was an honest trait enjoyed by the US in the past. Standing by your word was their pride. However, Donald Trump is not an honest man, and he did otherwise. Pence replies that they did move their American embassy to Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, and stood by their word with their friends.
Our fundamental relationship with China. Competitors, adversaries, enemies? You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Susan. Well, before I leave that, let me speak to voting records if I can. You know, everybody knows that NAFTA cost literally thousands of American factories to close. We saw automotive jobs go south of the border. President Trump fought to renegotiate NAFTA. And the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement is now the law of the land.
Number 4, the Supreme Court. Ever since Trump appointed Amy Coney Barrett, a lot of controversies have surfaced, giving people a chance to question Trump about his authority to appoint her in the first place when he is not even sure of his presidency at this point just before the elections. When Harris is questioned about her plans for court packing, for which she had no clear answers, even though this is a significant step in her favor.
And she will bring a lifetime of experience and a sizable American family to the Supreme Court of the United States. And our hope is, in the hearing next week, unlike Justice Kavanaugh received with treatment from you and others, we hope she gets a fair hearing. And we particularly hope that we don't see the kind of attacks on her Christian faith that we saw before.
Number 3, police violence. Coming in strong, Harris lays down the law that she will not tolerate police brutality. She and Biden want to reform policing against carotid holds along with chokeholds if they get elected. Pence tries to defend the justice system, saying that one bad cop does not mean the whole system is bad. It is like painting with one brush. And saying that the system is racist towards minorities is an insult to everyone involved in law enforcement.
You have 2 minutes, uninterrupted.
Well, our heart breaks for the loss of any innocent American life. And the family of Breonna Taylor has our sympathies. But I trust our justice system, a grand jury that refused the evidence. And it really is remarkable that as a former prosecutor, you would assume that an impaneled grand jury looking at all the evidence got it wrong. But you're entitled to your opinion, Senator. I think, look, and with regard to George Floyd, there's no excuse for what happened to George Floyd. And justice will be served. But there's also no excuse for the rioting and looting that followed. I mean, it really is astonishing. Flora Westbrook is with us here tonight in Salt Lake City.
Number 2, Trump's taxes. Trump's taxes are a huge controversy at this point. Harris points it out that he should explicitly tell the masses where he pays his taxes, and that is their right. Pence defends Trump by saying he creates jobs for people. He pays millions of dollars in property taxes. The reports that were attacking Trump are inaccurate and that this is all under legal supervision.
President Trump cut taxes across the board. Despite what Senator Harris says, the average American family of 4 had $2,000 in savings in taxes. And with the rise in wages that occurred, most predominantly for blue-collar, hardworking Americans, the average household income for a family of 4 increased by $4,000 following President Trump's tax cuts. But America, you just heard Senator Harris tell you, on day one, Joe Biden's going to raise your taxes.
Number 1, climate change. Harris and Joe have great plans for the next 4 years if they get elected. They want to invest in renewable energy sources and save what is left of our planet. Harris explains how it will bring a lot of jobs for the people. We are talking about millions here. She proudly shares that they hope to have 0 emissions by 2050, carbon neutral by 2035. Sounds like a dream come true when I had lost hope in humans. People like Harris came up.
Joe is about saying we're going to invest that in renewable energy. It's going to be about the creation of millions of jobs. We will achieve net 0 emissions by 2050, carbon neutral by 2035. Joe has a plan. This has been a lot of talk from the Trump administration, and really it has been to go backward instead of forward. We will also re-enter the climate agreement with pride.
This was not as fiery as the presidential debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. This was a more structured and sensible debate. The moderator kept it very tight, allowing only 2 minutes per speaker. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content as we will be soon seeing you in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.